Ladies and gentlemen, Jess Sunstrider here. Welcome back to Making Sure I Am Recording. Welcome back to another XCOM 2 War of the Chosen pre-campaign setup video. And as you can tell by this big screen, this big text here, and probably the video title, this one is going to be called the Galaxy at War model, or the Galaxy at War playthrough, which will hopefully make more sense coming into the future. This just feels like it's so loud. Alright, anyway. So hopefully the name will make sense in the future, or it will by the time I'm done this video. But if you guys remember, or fuck. Alright. Back when I first started Raiders World, when I already had Raiders World in the works, when everything was already set for Raiders World, and I was pretty much already had the pre-campaign setup for Raiders World up, a little mod called the Advent to Galactic Empire mod came out. It is a total conversion mod which turns all of the alien, okay, well, most of the alien and all of the Advent units into units from the Galactic Empire from Star Wars. Alright, I think the only unit that is not affected is the Chrysalid. Right, it gets a new name, but functionality and physically it is the same enemy. So, what is this? When I first saw this mod, I'm like, holy crap, I need to make this an actual campaign. I need to base something off of this. This is a campaign waiting to happen. Alright? However, I couldn't simply just stop there, because a week or so after the Advent to Galactic Empire mod came out, this little guy came out here. Lost Death Troopers. Now, if you guys watch some of these Star Wars novels, the Lost Death Troopers are pretty much an experiment gone wrong, right? The Empire tried to create this weird chemical agent that would turn stormtroopers into super stormtroopers. And with all chemical experiments these days, that never works, and they ended up turning into these zombies. But these zombies were more intelligent than your typical zombies, because they can operate weapons, as well as, according to the novels, even pilot starship fighters. Now, obviously we won't be having any starship fighters in this playthrough, but we will get lost with guns and grenades. And this little guy here specifically, this guy is called a Lost Death Incinerator, which it works kind of like the Purifier, where it has a chance to blow up upon its death. Alright? Now, it's not always guaranteed that it dies on its death. Like I said, it's like the Purifier, there's a chance, but still it will summon more Lost, and which will summon more Death Troopers, which will... With the guns, like the ones with the zombies are physically called Lost Death Troopers, while the Lost Dashers, Brutes, and normal Lost get this kind of cosmetic update, kind of like what World War L does. And then of course the Lost Death Incinerators, which are always in this red kind of bomb squad looking skin here. So that is all of that. So obviously I don't have really any other enemy mods, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be compatible with the Galactic Empire conversion mod. But this leads to what XCOM will be. Now, XCOM is going through a little bit of a conversion itself. I picked up these Star Wars Clone Troopers mod, which are apparently based off of the Battlefront game, I believe. And it just adds Clone Troopers. And there's also a Republic era weapons mod that I picked up. And there's also an ARC Trooper add-on, a separate Clone Commando add-on, and an expansion mod that adds in like paratroopers and scout troopers and all that stuff. So that begs the question, wait a minute, clone troopers are clones of the bounty hunter Jango Fett, who is a male bounty hunter. You can't get female clones from a male source as far as I'm concerned. So that means any non-hero class faction unit people will be automatically dismissed from the barracks entirely. I do have a mod called Unrestricted Customization that will technically allow me to use Clone Trooper mods, Clone Trooper cosmetics on female soldiers, but it actually causes some bugs with some of the animations, so I am willing to make that sacrifice. I wanted to make it as lore friendly as I can, but I'm willing to sacrifice in a couple of places. One of those sacrifices is I was unsuccessful in recreating some sort of Jedi class, because the Jedi class mod that was ported in from vanilla is a little bit buggy in War of the Chosen, so I've decided to play it safe and not do that. Then there is also the fact that I tried to bring the Samurai mod back, as well as a just flat lightsaber port instead of the actual class mod. That also didn't end up working too well, so I said screw it. The hero factions, like the Skirmishers, Templars, and Reapers, will act as generals and kind of high-ranking military units, which is why I said that female hero units can stay. So Eva, Jessica, Oliver, Kingpin, all those people are safe in the character pool. They will not be moved or removed or changed in any way. They will keep their cosmetics, they will keep their voice packs, it is fine. However, I am not accepting personal characters in the character pool today, or this time around. I am only accepting clone troopers in the character pool. My hero factions are locked. I am not accepting any more hero factions. They are kind of reserved for friends, longtime fans, and of course myself. And personal characters will just not show up in this playthrough, obviously, because it's themed. So if you guys have your own custom clone troopers you want to add to the character pool, by all means, tell me in the comments below. Maybe you want some other well-known clone troopers in the character pool, because so far I have Commander Cody, Captain Rex, Echo, Fives, Droid Bait, Cut Up, Heavy. Like, those are kind of like, my favorite clone troopers, obviously. And then I also have some clone troopers from my Star Wars The Clone Wars storyline that I posted Devil in Art, which I actually haven't been able to write in a good couple months, but they're still there. I have Jax, Lightweight, Kix, as in K-I-C-K-S and not K-I-X. And then I also have Quicksilver, and then there is Lucky Sevens. So those are my personal clone troopers. You guys can add your own in the description below. Let me know if you want to be a Phase 1 clone trooper, Phase 2 clone trooper, what Legion / division do you want them to be in? Do you want them to be a paratrooper? Do you want them to be an ARC trooper? Do you want them to be a clone commando? All that kind of stuff. Classes are randomized by default. I am not accepting specific classes because they're all randomized anyway. So I decided to just not try to fight it. I don't care about the Keep My Classes mod. If you submit a character, they're going to be a rookie. It's going to be randomized. Please just accept that. And other than that, it really just has to be in the normal layout for clone troopers, right? It's either CC for clone trooper, ARC for ARC trooper, CC for clone commando, and then whatever serial number you want them to have and whatever nickname you want them to have. That's the layout for clone troopers. Other than that, there's nothing really much else to say other than I like Star Wars. I like, the original trilogy and the 3 and 1, 2, and 3. I like all the movies. But personally, I'm more of a fan of the Clone Wars animated show. Alright? Sue me. Come at me, bro. Fight me IRL. I like the Clone Trooper story. I like the Clone Wars animated storyline better than the actual movies. That's just me. Regardless, I'm all done. Hopefully sound is okay. And yeah, it will be this, and the main idea is to kind of have this like alternate universe. The Galactic Empire sets up their cities and stuff after the Jedi Purge, but some of the clone troopers have managed to remove their biochips, break free of Order 66, and build up their own army to fight the Galactic Empire on a random planet. It's not going to be Earth lore-wise, right? It's going to be some random-ass planet that the Galactic Empire colonized, and that's pretty much the general setup for this playthrough. Hopefully you guys are excited, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.